here again, you know.
NBA 2K20 offers a lot to choose from when it comes to online play. But since you all have more downtime lately, we wanted to highlight all the exciting offline capabilities that it has to offer. In Play Now, face off with either current, classic, or all-time NBA teams. Hey, you could even create your own roster and play with that. Also, you're going to want to try out NBA 2K's first ever installment of WNBA action. If you can't seem to get a W against your friends, make sure to hone your craft at 2KU. And you can hit up the streets with players throughout any era in blacktop mode. Play some 1v1 to 5, 5v5 to 50, the options are all there. In My Team, build your all-time NBA lineup with your favorite players from past and present. Collect cards, customize your squad, and get to work. You can try your luck going 3v3 in Triple Threat, battle current, historic, and all-time teams in Domination, or complete some challenges, and there is a bunch of them. And the best part is, you get My Team rewards from all of these. In My Career, take on the unique challenge of building your own legacy on the NBA hardwood. Put the team on your back and experience the path of becoming a legend. And there's My League, the ultimate sandbox mode. Customize and oversee an entire league operation, or take over an NBA franchise and lead them to glory. In My GM, experience what it's like to be at the helm of a team as an NBA general manager. You can also feel the thrill of a single NBA or WNBA season, or go straight to the postseason buzz with a completely customizable NBA playoffs experience. In NBA 2K20, the possibilities are endless, so get out there and explore. The NBA season may have suspended play, but the 2K community continues to carry teams in My Player Nation. Here's a look at how the season is playing out virtually. We want to hear how you are spending your time in NBA 2K. Share your videos over social using hashtag 2KTVCommunity.
And a shot from a little earlier as the Hornets get off the team bus looking very focused. They want to leave town with something to show for their efforts. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. And tonight, we've got the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Orlando Magic here at their home Amway Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. A little over a month left in the regular season. Let's take a look at the top rookies as we break down the race for Rookie of the Year. You look at Washington. He's just not quite in the running at this point, and while he's had a pretty good season, it doesn't look like he'll be a contender.
And somehow the rigors of this group's first full NBA season still hasn't taken a toll. Their level of play has not dropped off at all.
Oh, the beauty of young legs. It's sort of remarkable because it's something unlike anything they've experienced before, this schedule.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. What great athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, So skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at point guard. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Now, here's Bridges. And here is Graham. Shot clock at 6. Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Now, here's Fultz. Graham defending. Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Fultz from outside off the mark. Rozier against Fournier. And it's sent back by Isaac. Lays it up and banks it in.
This guy has great agility at his position. Jonathan Isaac so fluid when he's driving to the cup.
Here's Graham, guarded by Fultz. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And stolen by Gordon. And they're on the break. Here's Fournier, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, this is where Evan Fournier has a feel for where to go in transition. Really good job.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes it to Zeller. And here is Rozier. Clock at 6. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. They shoot again. No good on that one. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, Greg, no doubt about it. And sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
And it's the Magic with the ball after the basket by Charlotte. To the wing on the left. Misses off the left iron.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Fournier passes to Fultz. Bridges with the board.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And Vucevic pulls it down. Orlando leading. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Isaac. Misses off the right iron. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A floater, and there's a nice layup inside by Bridges.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Gordon. He's around 14 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now here's Gordon. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Thus far in his young career, Jonathan Isaac's strength, I think, dwarfs his defense.
That has everything to do, Kevin, with his blend of length and mobility. This guy can be extremely disruptive on that end of the floor, and Jonathan Isaac will grow offensively as well.
Here's Fournier following the bucket by the Hornets. To end the drought, Hornets with the rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Now, here's Bridges. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
And that one falls for Zeller. And so Zeller nails both of them.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
Here's Fultz. Can they get it? And it's good on the way in.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Rozier kicks to Bridges. Pass to Graham. The pass to Rozier. Isaac with the steal. Here's Fultz, and it's denied.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Isaac kicks to Fournier. Pass to Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. They get it back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
He misses the free throw. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale, and that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Graham, and finished off by Graham.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now Fultz, another key contributor to that nice win against Chicago.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Washington. Back to Bridges. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bridges has got his third basket of the night right there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Fultz. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Graham, the pass to Rozier. To the paint. The jump hook, and Bridges finishes it off. And now it's an 8-point Charlotte lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fultz kicks to Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Zeller with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Count it, good. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
She said, don't be spacing in the line. Hey, praise up for the most part. And I'm coming on the sofa. Head down, head so far. In the clouds any minute now. I should get it now. Already told y'all. I've been tired of the useless. I've been tired of the using. I ain't even put in the sleep. Don't move me. Thinking it's a movie. I just wanna make a movie. They just like that when it just comes back. The money be right.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross is checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Now here's Ennis, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The shot's good. And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Vucevic. He can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Now, here's Bamba. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And it's Vucevic missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Ross against Rozier. Martin kicks to Batum. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Bamba. And there's the pass to Augustine. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Now here's Batum. Tight defense on him, and the shot is good. And the Hornets lead by 9. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Ross. Vucevic with it, working on Biyombo. Outside, Martin. Over Ross. Here's Hernangomez, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Augustine against Rozier. Passes to Ross. Back to Augustine. High arcing shot. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Hornets leading by 11. Here's Rozier. Last game with 30 points. Doesn't go that time.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Ennis dishes to Bamba. And Augustine kicks to Ennis. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Ross on the mark with the 15-footer.
You can see Terrence Ross call for the pick and roll, Kevin, and he makes it work. That's good leadership from him at the offensive end.
Rozier against Ross. Pass to Hernangomez. Rozier looking around. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Vucevic. Goes up again. And the layup is good. Vucevic has got 5 points so far. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. James Ennis played in Australia, Puerto Rico, the G League. He talked about his NBA journey and his goals.
Just to be a rotation player. I know I got better. I know I worked hard to get here, to stay here, and just be able to knock down the shot and the three. I want to shoot the ball 40% and above.
And with the importance of the 3-ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Charlotte, Hernangomez out there with Batum. Then there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Martin in at shooting guard. Free throw drops for Vucevic. 7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic has a big, strong body with great footwork inside doors, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws.
He doesn't, Kevin, and he can struggle at times to finish through contact. If he were a better leaper, I think he'd get to the line more. This guy is just so smart and elusive with his footwork. So this is a big-time player now, make no mistake.
A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. And I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
Now, here's Batum. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. The pass to Vucevic. Back to Ross. Poked loose. And a fast break now for the Hornets. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon.
Take a break.
Kevin?
We all
2
are.
shots.
David, thank you. The first one falls.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Charlotte. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. The Magic trail by 7. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Vucevic down low. Hernan Gomez covering. And it's Vucevic missing. Charlotte shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Batum. Here's McDaniels. Here's Martin. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Rozier.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Augustine passes to Ross. And the jam by Ross.
And Kev, this is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Now here is Martin. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland. Here's Rozier. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Augustine passes to Ross. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. From down in the low post, it goes. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, the young Spaniard, Willie, a good finisher around the rim.
And here's Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bamba kicks to Augustine. 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Sinks the triple. That's 7 points for Terrence Ross.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Martin goes in. Now the pass to McDaniels. Puts up a three. Drills the three-pointer. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for James Ennis. Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. Now here's Fultz. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Now Graham. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Graham with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Now here's Isaac. 7-point differential. Here's Bamba. It's deflected. Here's Graham. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Zeller finds Batum. Shoots over Fournier. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Zeller. Batum's got 8 points. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Fournier. Baseline jumper. No good that time. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Bridges. Rebound by the Magic. Over in the corner, Fultz lets the three fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Well, Mr. Fultz more than happy to fire away from range. Pretty shot, Markelle.
Passes it to Bridges. He dishes it to Batum. He kicks to Graham. Lays it up off the glass. Graham's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Fultz, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Both free throws good from Bridges.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Now here's Fultz. Graham defending. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Fultz.
And I just love when Fultz goes with that floater, showing a desire to add to his arsenal offensively.
Bridges kicks to Zeller. This one for 3. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And here's Fultz. He's got 9. Now Isaac. Over Graham. Isaac misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bridges kicks to Graham. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Bamba. Here's the break. Here's Isaac. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, at his size, does Jonathan Isaac move so well? The long strides in transition, wow.
Graham with the ball. He's got 6. Three-pointer. Fournier pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Fultz. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. And that one drops.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Batum kicks to Graham. Bamba with the block. Chalk up 2 there. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Fultz. He's got 11. It's Fournier on the wing. Outside Gordon. Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. And the 3 off target.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And the dunk by Zeller.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the bucket by the Hornets. And it's Gordon missing. Fournier against Batum. Kicks it to Graham. Now here's Zeller. He has 6. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Zeller. And Martin subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Shot from the inbound. 2 points. That one goes. Bridges has got 15.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Pass to Fultz.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Shot from 12. Buries the jump shot. 13 points in the game.
Well, terrific to see Markelle Fultz knock it down, looking more and more assertive in the mid-range.
Outside, Martin. Here's Graham. He's covered by Isaac. Here's Bridges. And it's Orlando with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Back to Fournier. Baseline J on the way. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists in the game. Martin against Fournier. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got his first 2 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The Magic trail by 11. Fultz looking around. There's the pass to Bamba to the middle. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
And here is Graham. He's got 6. Pass to Martin. Buries it down low. Martin's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Fournier. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets leading by 11. Passes to Bridges. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now Fournier over in the corner. Fultz off target from outside. And so we wrap up the first half. Hornets lead by 13. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They have a 13-point lead. And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say, guys? Miles Bridges, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Graham, the pass to Washington.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Washington. Both good from the line that time. And so here's Orlando, down by 15. Now here's Fultz. Graham defending. Pass to Gordon to the inside. Here's Vucevic over Zeller. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 11 points.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
Graham, the pass to Rozier. And Zeller kicks to Rozier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Fournier's shot is off. Hornets leading by 15. The pass to Rozier. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. A floater, and he lays it up and in. And the Hornets lead by 17.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Gordon. Over in the corner, Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Here's Graham. But they get it back. Rozier kicks to Graham. And another shot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Vucevic. The Hornets haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
The first free throw is good. Terrence Ross is checked in for Isaac. The Hornets also with a sub. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And so he hits both. The Magic trail by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gordon with no one around. Another miss by Orlando.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Bridges passes to Hernan Gomez. Over Ross. Shots good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got 6.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will. Kevin?
Well, D.A., it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Here's Fultz after the basket by Charlotte. Outside Fournier. Zeller grabs the board. Here's Graham. They grab their own miss, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernangomez.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. Averaging about 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Inside, and stolen by Zeller. Now, here's Bridges. Defense right on him. Rozier with the ball. 10 points for him. That's tipped.
Boy, his vertical makes Terrence Ross an A+ shot blocker for his size. This guy, his main duty's on the perimeter, but he'll get his share of blocks.
And finished off by Fultz.
Oh, and this is why so many people are high on Fultz. That wasn't a petty. That wasn't a Manny. That was a facial.
Here's Graham. Down low. Here's Hernangomez. He's off on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Outside Fournier. Passes it to Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
You gotta love how Fultz uses his strength on these tough finishes, elevating up and over the defense and just finishing in traffic.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. DJ Augustine's checked in for Evan Fournier. And then for Charlotte, McDaniels comes in for Cody Zeller. And it's Batum in for Miles Bridges.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Fultz.
Well, think back to the 2017 draft, guys. Some were surprised to see Markelle Fultz be the first pick. And when you think back on that draft, there's certainly a lot of what-ifs.
Now, here is Hernangomez. He has 6. Here's Rozier, and yes, it's good. Rozier's got 6 in the quarter.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And so here's Charlotte, the Magic getting the bucket. Hernangomez kicks to Rozier. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing, he was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Pass to Vucevic. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Vucevic has got 13.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
Graham surveying the floor. Rozier kicks to Hernangomez. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded by Fultz. Terry Rozier again.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here's Fultz. Rozier defending. And the pass to Gordon. And the shot goes down.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Rozier the pass to McDaniels. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Augustine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, Vucevic, and rebounded by McDaniels. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The Magic trail by 16. Now here's Fultz. 18 points for him. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Gomez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Rozier. He gets that one. Rozier's got 12 points now in the quarter.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
A fast break now for Charlotte. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with the 6'8" arm span, Terry Rozier Doris plays a lot bigger than his 6'1" height.
Kevin, there is no doubt this is one of the outstanding rebounders from the guard position. He is an excellent defensive player. Scary Terry can hurt you on both ends of the floor.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Orlando making some changes. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Ennis in for Fultz. That one is no good. Doris, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Now here's Ross. He's got 9. Shot clock at 5.
And let's check out the stats for Ross. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 8th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball.
Shooting 2.
But really to no avail. That free throw good from Ross. Isaac's checked in for the Magic. And both free throws good for Ross. Hornets leading by 17. Pass to Biyombo. Back to Rozier. Orlando grabs the miss. Bamba's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hernan Gomez against Augustine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
To me, when he's at his best, DJ Augustine is the aggressor. Really good job dictating the contact there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Augustine.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Augustine.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Washington's checked in for the Hornets. Both free throws good from Augustine.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Rozier kicks to Martin. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Martin's got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's Ross. 11 points in the game. Here's Ennis. 6 to shoot. No good on the triple. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Augustine passes to Isaac, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Rozier. He's got 19. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Martin. Rozier against Augustine. 3 on the clock. Rozier kicks to McDaniels. Shoots over Isaac. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Magic trail by 15. And here is Ross. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Takes the 3. And Rozier pulls it down. Rozier's got 6 rebounds in the game. And a look here at a group of rookies that has been holding their own against the big boys in the paint, the top rookie rebounders since the All-Star break. You look at Washington, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
Well, he continues to improve. I mean, since the break, he's taken it to another level, looking less and less like a rookie every day.
And that one misses. And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. And the second free throw, good.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Augustine finds Bamba.
This is an important ability for Mo Bamba to have, right? Score on the move, put it on the deck, make sure you take advantage of all that length on the drive.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Rozier the pass to Bridges. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 4 assists now tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got his second bucket of the night.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
Now Rozier from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth, we've got Rozier. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges, and it's Martin in at the 2-guard spot. The Magic trail by 14. Here's Fournier, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Fournier nails both of them. Charlotte leading by 12. Rozier with the ball. Bamba with the block. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Zeller, he's checked in for Washington. Here's Rozier. The pass to Zeller. Just 4 to shoot. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Now here's Bamba. The dish to Ennis. Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Here's Augustine following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Bridges. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And that's 21 points for Miles Bridges.
A dangerous score from just about every area. Bridges very good at capitalizing in a number of ways.
Now here's Fournier. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Tuesday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, it's never easy going up against the top team in the West. But if they're able to come away with the win, it's going to be a huge confidence booster.
That free throw missing. And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Zeller. Rebound by Ennis.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Bamba. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, what a job by Mo Bamba to get to his area. Get on the interior, pick your spots. Mo Bamba does just that.
Here's Graham, guarded by Augustine. Pass to Zeller. And he banks in the layup. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Fournier against Martin. Fournier into the lane. Biombo with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Gordon's checked in for the Magic. Markelle Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. The Hornets also with a sub. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Martin. Gordon finds Isaac. Clock at 6. Fournier for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Zeller dishes to Bridges.
Well, he's got tremendously long arms, so Jonathan Isaac's so good at contesting that shot.
Here's Fultz, and that one's drained from the low block. Fultz has got 20.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's Graham, following the basket by Evan Fournier. And here is Graham. Here's Zeller, kept alive. Over Bamba. And again, the Hornets missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Graham kicks to Zeller. Dishes it to Bridges. Not going to go that time. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Isaac. Makes it off the glass.
And when you thought this 4th quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Charlotte calls timeout. The 6th pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Hornets. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Graham. No good, unable to end this run. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Tries yet again. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. Fournier's got 9 points now in just the 2nd half. Graham dishes to Zeller. He kicks it to Bridges. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the balance and focus? Knock Bridges around all you want, but he is determined to score.
And Bridges no good on that one.
I tell you, Bridges, you see the athleticism, the improving skill set, and the instincts are coming along. And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Bridges. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Now Hernangomez. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense. Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
And Batum kicks to Graham. Passes it to Bridges. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Hernangomez. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Zeller against Gordon. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Washington's checked in for Hernangomez. And it's Rozier in for Nicholas Batum.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Outside Fournier. Over Rozier. Fournier's shot is off. Charlotte leading by 5. Graham with the ball. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Graham's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Here's Fultz. Pass to Gordon. Shoots over Graham. And it's Gordon missing. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Now here's Rozier. Almost, but it rolls out. Now here's Isaac. Fultz the pass to Isaac. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Zeller. And here's Fultz. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
The Magic trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Zeller passes to Graham. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Back to Bridges. Here's Graham. Guarded by Fultz, and it's Graham missing. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Gordon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte.
One shot.
And Gordon, no good on that one.
Well, there's a versatility and a fearlessness about which Aaron Gordon goes about his business. This guy can be an effective two-way player who's got to keep working on the defensive end. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Fultz. Guarded closely. Vucevic with the bucket.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
And the Hornets call time here. They're ahead by 2. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Terry Rozier.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
.135 left in the fourth quarter. He feeds it to Biombo. Rozier against Fournier. Now Rozier, and he jams it with authority.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
The Magic trail by 4. Fultz the pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Kicks it out to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now, here's Rozier. Yes!
Now that's incredible. A huge bucket in the most emphatic way possible. Now that is not supposed to happen.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Fultz. Graham defending. Here's Vucevic. Count it!
Vucevic so confident in himself, and his teammates come along with him.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Fournier against Rozier. It counts.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 3. 24 seconds left in the game. Bomba's checked in for Vucevic. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Charlotte calls timeout. They lead by 3. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And an intentional foul right there. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Isaac finds Fournier. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for the Hornets, Devontae Graham. Taking 2 shots.
2.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. From deep three-point range, it falls.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.